It has the ability to separate hierarchical data into relational data, parent, child, grandchild tables. It supports one-to-many, many-to-one, many-to-many relationships. We can load from offline files, as I've mentioned. Supports parallel processing loads and ongoing CDC. All the translations of the data types and code pages and so forth. We're transactionally safe. Source data transactions are honored, meaning we don't commit until we get a commit from the source. And if it rolls back, then we roll back, and only the atomic transactions go through. And it does work with the common security systems, as you see listed there. Now, tcVISION does work in a staged process with the data. Tell programmers do this because they start with 0. Stage 0 is data in the internal raw format. That's coming off your either Oracle or your database, depending on which direction you're going. Yeah. We move that to a Q file, basically, where that can be used to store up things before you send them to the ultimate target. And that's, created a little bit of formatting, I'll call it, to the data at that point with the before and after images. Stage 2, which we usually cruise right through. We don't normally stop in stage 2, but that's the normalized data with the structure definitions. And stage 3 is data in DML format or loader format, depending on, what you're going to, and so forth. So typical process is read from the source database or data store, store it into Q files, which are called pipe files, by the way. Those are just FIFO queues, basically. We have another process that then reads that and writes it back to the target database or data store. By the way, there are exit points available at every stage. It supports a little language called Rex, scripting type language, and you can have access to just about everything in there. So if you need to do some sort of really advanced data transformation, or you need to write data off to another database somewhere or a flat file, or things like that, or maybe even query another database to look up a value that you want to put in based on something you're getting, it supports all those kind of things. The Rex language is good for some things with that, but being a interpreted scripting language is not the most performant thing in the world. However, if you have something that's very intensive or used in high volume, you can create compiled C++ exits that run high speed.